Okay, welcome to the Old Classic Car YouTube channel. In this video I'll just do a quick update on the 1960 Austin A40 that I've been tinkering with over the last couple of weeks. There have been a few developments and it's looking quite different to how it did in the last video, so yeah, stick around and here's a quick update. Just thought I'd wheel the A40 out and remove some of the parts from it. The idea today is to take the lights off and some of the other items off the back. I've already taken the rear side windows out, unfortunately. They're not too rotten around here, which is sometimes where they can go. There's the boot floor, there's some surface, well, that's where the mouse nest was, so there's some surface rust going on, but I don't think it's rusted through properly. If you look at the inner wings, you can see where I ladled all the wax oil many years ago, and it seems to have helped out quite well. I'll just come round here. It's actually quite gooey, which is always quite a nice sight. If you have a look under here, there's the boot floor. It's looking surprisingly good. So it could be a lot worse, really. Oh, that's a bit better. Got some surface rust going on the seams, but that's not really an issue. And down here, it can often go on this little ledge down behind the bumper, but fortunately, that's looking pretty good as well. So, yeah, it's looking okay so far. Now, I'm just taking both back lights off. Now, I just want to have a look at these and see how good or not they are, because I have got some new ones for it, but I would rather keep it something like original. So I think these top lenses might need changing because this one's gone quite starry. But just have a look, see how this chrome comes up. It's not real chrome. I used to polish these and wax them up. Let's just see if they're good enough to use again one day. If they're okay, I'll keep the other ones. I've got the new ones as spares. Maybe just swap the orange bits of the indicators over. Just a little bit of pickling going on there. But, you know, it's 60 years old. It doesn't really matter too much. Just a quick shufty, see if they're usable. There's a bit of pickling going on. They may come up better. Sort of acceptable, not perfect. I don't think the rest of it will be perfect, so I don't want to go too berserk. Let's just have a look at the other side. See. Give it a quick whiz over with a bit of chrome polish. It's not real chrome, but and these light units were used on the Mark 1s and the Mark 2s and the Gilburn 1600 and the Mark 2 versions of the Wolseley 1500. So they certainly got around a bit, these lamps. The A40 was the original fitment for these. So yeah, there's a little bit of pickling on the Mazak, but you know, that won't be too pedantic. Oops. Oh, Mr. B, off you go. So let's see what we have here on this side. obviously I'd like to keep them. It's easy just to bolt new ones on, but that's not really the point. It's not bad, really. That'll come up something like, I think, with a bit more scrubbing. I think for now I'll leave them and just oily rag them so they don't get any worse. Not too bad. There's a bit of spideriness going on, but I think for now I'll keep those in the box and hopefully reuse them again. I've also managed to remove the rear window now. I decided to actually cut out the rubber with a Stanley knife just so it kept all the trim in the rubber, so I could figure out how it all goes together, because I didn't want to risk mangling the trim or this little join piece here. So that was the idea, that was the thinking behind that, and it came out relatively easily actually. Once I'd sliced down here and just peeled off the outer edge of the rubber trim seal, it all came apart pretty well. So that glass is out. As you can see, apart from a little bit of the metal moth down here, it's not looking too bad. So I'll have to clean that up a little bit and treat that, but overall she's not too bad really. It's not too bad. Obviously got the back edge of the headlining there, which I'll have to be careful with. I'll probably tape over that just to make sure it doesn't get caught or otherwise damaged. But yes, and I think I'll probably take the windscreen out next using the same method. Now for the screen. Almost. Right, I think we'll have a look at getting the seats out. That's one out, one to go. So we'll see properly what's going on now. The matting's probably past its best, but what's underneath looks pretty good, pretty oily and greasy, but I can live with that. So, over to the other side now. Well, that was all fairly straightforward. We did have the seat out many years ago, because for a time we ran it with Volvo 264 GLE leather seats, which actually went straight in, and it did make it a lot more comfortable. But at some point back in the mist of time I did actually put the original seats back in, which is probably the safest place to store them anyway. But obviously they're out now, and I mean, it's a shame that this rubber floor matting hasn't survived a little bit better, but I don't think it survives very well at all. I've kept the main piece, which I think went over the transmission tunnel and then the footwells, but it's not in great condition at all, so I'm trying to flatten it out a bit at the moment, but I don't hold out much hope of it being savable. And looking at that, the way it's breaking up, I can't see that ever straightening out, to be honest. So it may end up having carpets, but we'll see. Let's see what the inner sills look like. I've never had these covers off before. They're glued on. Let's see what we've got. Pretty much like came out of Longbridge 60 years ago, so that's good news. Cross members alright. So we've just got a little bit down there. I think that's it. That's a result. Unfortunately, the driver's side's looking alright as well. Bit of sealant breaking up at the bottom there. It's okay at the back. There's just a tiny little bit down there, which I knew about next to the drain hole. The lower hole usually has a rubber bung in it, but the one just above it in the corner, I just want a tiny repair, but not too worried about that.